Well, there's little doubt that Spain and Portugal are two of the 21st century's most formidable teams. Both ambitious, both obliged to win, both crammed with incredible talent, but only one can prevail. Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
We are just getting started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers the ball. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Pedri. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of...
Morata! Vitinha. Portugal are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Pedri, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, that's well spotted. Bruno Fernandes. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's in a good position here. Takes a shot! Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Diogo Dalot. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dalot.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And
Spain finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
In the stadium hall.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Spain. Number 8, Fabian Ruiz.
We're on the move again.
Number 7, Alvaro
Well, I think
Morata.
starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Gavi. Number 22, Ferran Torres. Number 25,
Nico Williams.
Cucurella. Number 1,
Gavi.
Raya.
Portugal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution for Spain, number 20, Hadrian. Coming on to replace him is number 6,
It's
Mikel
Mendes.
Merino.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's chosen to go back. That is good pressure, just
The
hounded him off it.
attendance for this match
And
was
the counter is on now then.
80,953.
Ruben Dias. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella, and here's Nico Williams. Tries the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The pressing's intent. Oh, shooting chance! Of course! Do not write them off. Back they come. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, what about it? Spain have dragged it back at the last. João Neves. Now it's Williams. And he's managed to get free. Oh, easy pickings there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
We are into overtime. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Diogo Dalot. Now João Neves. Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
In progress.
And we are already back underway. Oh, super decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And this is Ronaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Pinged towards the front line. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Yamal. No, he refuses to take the bait. Can he get it through? Joao Felix. And we're halfway through extra time.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an
So nothing yet in extra time to
from the
make a
regional
difference.
police
This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout.
Substitution.
Merino. Ferran Torres. Gavi receives it in a good position here. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Baina. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So two inconclusive, and no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Ruben Neves, the next man to walk up to the spot. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
So both teams on the board. Pedro Porro is the third man to step forward.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
We're on to number 3 here. Never in doubt.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Up steps Mr. Dependable.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. That's a brilliant read. That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, he saved it! Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
What poise! What noise! And the drama continues. Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge. Everyone here are holding their breath.
Oh, brilliant! He had to save it, and he did. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Portugal looking to save match point. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, he saved it!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Gavi is ninth in line here. Dispatched emphatically.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot. That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Kubasi steps up, and we're on to the 10th of 11. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve. Brilliant. Considering the circumstances, brilliant. Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
So, a duel between the keepers. Oh, it's a really good save. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was...